welcome you back to the Rittenmeyer Center here in Whiting, Indiana. It's Calumet College of St. Joseph taking on the IU South Bend Titans here on JEDTV. Like I said, I'm Kyle Mathas. Apologize for the quick introduction earlier. It is senior night tonight, the final home game of the season for CCSJ Volleyball. Andrea Mathas, if you're just joining us, was honored as the only senior on this team that will be graduating, but has had a good 1 year here at Calumet with the Crimson Wave. Without further ado, let's get right into the starting lineups really quickly. IU South Bend starts with number 2, Emily Adams, a transfer from Heartland Community College. Also starting is number 4, Kendall Gertis, as well as number 17, Riley Grott. As well with number 16, Jillian Bruckner, and number 12, Bryn Lake gets the start too. And then number 1, Sydney Hanna is the libero today for IU South Bend. Coming into this game 11-16, 7-6 on conference play. They're just a little bit above halfway in the CCAC right now. And then CCSJ comes in 2-20, 1-13 in conference play. Their one conference win was a few weeks ago against Mount Mary in a 4-set thriller. They haven't gotten a win since then, but they're looking for one here. We'll see what they can do. They're coming off of a tough loss against the number 15 team in the nation right now in Viterbo on Saturday, a 3-set sweep in that game, which was played in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Viterbo has been able to sweep CCSJ twice this season with a 3-0 sweep at home and then a 3-0 sweep on the road. So including this game, there's 4 games remaining in the season for Calumet. One home game, and 3 road games. We'll see what happens in this game right here. IU South Bend 22-2 over CCSJ since 2011. Last season, the Titans got the best of the Crimson Wave, 3-2 in Whiting right here in the Rittenmeyer Center. Can things be different this time? Well, IU South Bend surely doesn't think so. They believe they can continue on the hot streak over Calumet and give themselves a shot to have a high seed in the CCAC conference tournament, which should start in about a couple of weeks as we are just a few days away from November. The last 2 wins for CCSJ over IU South Bend came in 2012 and 2023, 2 years ago. Both of those games were in a sweep, where Calumet was able to get the job done in that game. So the 2 teams are just getting things ready to go, and we're ready to get started. IU South Bend in their black uniforms. The Titans coming in, honoring Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October with pink warm-up shirts. And Calumet is in their slick maroon and light baby blue uniforms for their senior night. So getting the start for CCSJ in tonight's game. Number 27, Regina Carrito will get the start. Number 15, Berta Comino, the leader of this team, also gets the start. No surprise there. Number 13, Crystal Lopez. And number 26, Arali Aguirre will get the start too. Number 20, Melina Haynes gets the start. And then, number 5, Essence Keel will round things out. So those are the starting lineups for both teams. These teams have not played this season before this point. And CCSJ will be hoping to finish out the career of Andrea Mathas with a win here tonight. We are underway as Crystal Lopez gets us started tonight in Whiting. Immediately, IU South Bend blocked at the net by Essence Keel and Carrito on the attempt from Amali Mash, the transfer from Siena Heights University. It's actually ironic that Coach Amelia De Jesus also played at Siena Heights University, so maybe a little bit of common ground there for Coach for the Crimson Wave and a player for IU South Bend. Here's Camino, and Camino is able to get the spike in there in the kill. Emily Adams not able to keep that up, and it's 2-0, an early lead for Calumet. Exactly how they would have wanted to start this game. Crystal Lopez, the junior transfer from Olive Harvey College. IU South Bend's going to get a shot at this here. Sends it over weakly. Adams. That one's blocked at the net. Finally, IU South Bend controls the net presence and gets the block. Kendall Gertis, who is so good at blocking this season. 56 blocks now. He came into this game with 55. Serve here from Mash. Camino has to send that over, and now IU South Bend can set something up. That is just a little bit long on the spike on the far side by Jillian Bruckner, and the point goes Calumet's way. Now we're going to see Peyton Van Dommelen check in for Melina Haynes. Van Dommelen was out for about a month with a concussion that she sustained during a practice when she dove for the ball and hit her head on the ground. And there's a service ace for Berta Comino. Comino with her 25th ace of the season. Calumet getting off to a good start, but Coach De Jesus is not reacting. He knows how quickly things can change in the game of collegiate volleyball. It's all about momentum and about runs. Off her back foot, Emily Adams, and we're going to get net interference here on CCSJ. Going to be on Matthias. So now we're going to see number 1, Sydney Hanna, the senior libero tonight for IU South Bend, the Titans. Ready to serve this one away, down 4-2. For the far side, Van Dommelen blocked at the net. Somehow Camino digs it out, and then Van Dommelen gets the kill, and Bryn Lake is not able to keep it up. So 5-2 with the lead for Calumet. What a start for Calumet. This is exactly how you want to start the game. It was a tough loss last year for the Crimson Wave. They lost in a 5-set thriller against the Titans. They're trying to get off to as quick of a start as possible here tonight. And there's the service error by Carrito. Doesn't usually serve that often. Got the serve there. Makes a rare mistake. She's had a great season so far, the freshman. Grew up in Honolulu, but is from El Paso, Texas. Van Dommelen has trouble with the setup from Lopez, and all of a sudden, IU South Bend has a little run here. It's 5-4. We appreciate all of you joining us here tonight for CCSJ Women's Volleyball. Final volleyball game of the season for the women's side here on JEDTV. Essence Kiel, a little long on the kill, and we're all tied up. I told you at the beginning of the broadcast how easy it is for things to swing in volleyball. The momentum has shifted to the Titans' favor, and a service ace goes to Abby Weber, the junior from Adrian, Michigan. Her 4th of the season. It's 6-5, first lead of the game for the Titans. Camino and Matthias almost collide on that play. Now it's an opportunity for a spike, and Matthias cannot keep it up. It's Emily Adams with another kill. And it's a big run here. It's a 5-point swing for the Titans. They lead 7-5 here in the first set. Another serve here for Weber. Here's Van Dommelen. My goodness, what a kill, but what a good dig, though, by Hanna. And then a great finish. CCSJ caught standing around the campfire. Emily Mash with the finish, and it's 8-5. It's a huge run for IU South Bend, and they've brought the lead up to 3. We welcome you back to Whiting, Indiana. 8-5 lead for IU South Bend over Calumet. Kyle Mathas here. So glad to be with you tonight. CCSJ trying to set up Van Dommelen. Tips it over. IU South Bend keeps it alive, and then Adams tips it over for another point going the way of the Titans. 9-5. It's just a huge swing. It was 5-3 CCSJ. It's a 6-0 swing to the Titans. Trying to take control of this first set. Off her back foot, just a little bit long from Aguirre. 10-5 now. How can Coach De Jesus calm things down from his team? As we see Crystal Lopez exit, Tegan Rath is in. St. Mary of the Woods transfer. How can, like I was saying, how can De Jesus calm things down, get the momentum back to CCSJ? He thinks Rath could be a good start, letting her come in. And then Bryn Lake tries to make a play, tries to catch CCSJ off guard and just makes a mistake. You don't see that very often from the junior from Mishawaka, Indiana. So De Jesus with the substitution breaks the streak for IU South Bend, 10-6 lead. Over to the far side, tipping it over, and what a heads-up smart play by Riley Grott. 136 kills this season coming into this game. The senior from Michigan City, Indiana, not too far down the road. 11-6. Calumet caught with 2 players blocking, nobody supporting. And then short on the serve is Adams. He transferred from Heartland Community College. So many transfers on this team. Was all conference in high school and was 127th in the state of Indiana in kills with 300 in high school. There's Melina Haynes. Lake sets up the opportunity for Mash. It's blocked. Mash will have to send it over, and now CCSJ can get something going here. Camino with a rocket. Wow. Berta Comino, what a kill. She is the leader of this team, and Coach De Jesus knows that for a fact. She's so experienced. She's got to be in contention for all conference this season. No doubt about that one. She's 5th in the conference in kills per set with 3.06. We get a call going the way of IU South Bend, maybe a double hit on CCSJ. So the point goes to the Titans, 12-6 lead. As we're going to see number 7, Bree Lake, the sister of Bryn Lake, the starter. She comes into the game. Bree Lake is only a freshman. Setting up an opportunity for Aguirre. And here is an opportunity for the spike by Mash. Blocked down. Met at the net. It's a battle at the net. It's going to go to Camino. It's another battle at the net between Camino and Bryn Lake. Mathas sends it over, and nobody was there for IU South Bend. And a senior on senior night makes a big play. I don't think IU South Bend was expecting Mathas, who's a big player that just sets up her teammates, to send that over. Maybe they were caught flat-footed. There's another chance for Mash, kept up by Keel. Haynes is going to have to send that one over. What an opportunity. That one might have been deflected. No, they say point CCSJ as Emily Adams just a little bit long on the kill. That one looked like it might have been deflected, but they say it was not. It's always a 50-50 call if those will be deflected or not at the net. There's another chance for Mash to make up for it. What a dig by Haynes. Camino had a tough opportunity, but they keep it alive. Camino off her back foot. Mash again. Keel, can they keep it alive? Essence Keel with a Hail Mary. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Essence Keel from out of the camera keeps it alive. A desperation hit, and it hits the net. IU South Bend cannot play it. We've got a pretty good crowd here on senior night, and that gets the crowd going here. I kid you not, the whole bench jumping up and down after that play. How can IU South Bend respond? Camino. Kept up by Adams. Here's Mash. Deflected down. It took a nasty, wicked deflection at the net, and Essence Keel couldn't keep it up, so the kill goes to Emily Mash. So IU South Bend, after that crazy play by Keel, is able to calm things down a little bit. Here's Bryn Lake to serve. Tipped over by Lopez. Opportunity. What a big play, and the kill by Bruckner. Well, after that huge CCSJ point and that rally win, IU South Bend comes right back and gets something going here. Bruckner, the transfer from Lake Michigan College, all conference in high school. And then there's a mistake on the setup by CCSJ, and it's 15-11. Timeout, Calumet, after that huge play by Essence Kiel. We welcome you back to Whiting, Indiana. We apologize. The stream, for some reason, kind of lagged out for a second, but we are back. 15-11, you didn't miss anything. It was luckily during commercial break. So still 15-11, like I mentioned. Still, it's Bryn Lake serving. What a serve. Haynes with the dig. What a play by Matthias to keep that up. Camino just long on the kill. And IU South Bend gets the point. It extended that lead back up to 5 points. Bryn Lake long on the serve, and you don't see that very often from Lake. So a point to Calumet. 4th in the conference in assists, by the way, per set, with 6.23 assists per set, Bryn Lake. He's one of the best defensive specialists in the conference. And there is a great setup by Bree Lake and a great finish at the end of the day by Bruckner. These coaches, they don't sugarcoat it. They know how important it is to have net presence and win the battle at the net. As there's a service ace by Mash. But they don't sugarcoat it, like I mentioned. Winning at the net, being able to get more kills than your opponent will win you the game, no doubt about it. Right now, IU South Bend's doing better in that department. Here's Camino, kept alive by Hana. Mash from the back row. That was short. Point CCSJ. No net interference on Corrido. So big play as Haynes comes out. Van Domelen is in. Camino's going to serve. Camino with a great serve, but an even better play by Hana. There's a spike from the near side by Adams. Essence Kiel gets a shot at it. That might have been deflected, and they say it was. Deflected by Adams, who was trying to go for the block. And Essence Kiel gets the kill. Essence Kiel, transfer from Olive Harvey College. She thrived in getting kills at Olive Harvey as Camino comes up short on the serve. The reason why De Jesus went after Kiel is because she has so much experience and she's super mature from having that collegiate experience beforehand. Here's Sydney Hana. Van Domelen, Lopez, Kiel, deflected, out of play, point Calumet. Calumet hanging on by a thread. They need somebody to step up and give them a run here of points. Is it going to be Regina Corrido, the freshman? They're down by 4. Comes up short. Second service error of the set for Corrido. And that makes a huge difference at the end of the day. The difference between being down by 3 and being down by 5. Abby Weber to serve. Here's Van Domelen. Taps it over, kept alive by Mash. Set up, and then a coughing corner shot there from Riley Grott. She picks out the corner, and nobody was there for Calumet. What a big play. So all of a sudden, IU South Bend up by 6. Looking to take control of this first set and finish the job. Van Domelen might have something to say about it. What a keep up by Hana. Wow, Adams takes flight, but just a little bit long on the kill. And it's 21-16. Emily Adams has some serious vertical. She really, really got a ton of height on that jump. Maybe that was a little too much height. Maybe give her a little bit too much strength, and that's why it went long. Adams again, this time kept up by Matthias. Van Domelen, wow. Oh, she just didn't get it right. She mishit that one just a little bit. It's just out of play. And point to IU South Bend. You never know what those opportunities here. I mean, we're sitting on the near side, not on the far side. So it always looks better. As what a play by Bryn Lake to keep that alive. Adams They tip it over to Van Domelen, and that deflected off of a Lake. And it goes to a CCSJ with a point. 21-18, 3-point game. Can Calumet get their way back into this? Maybe a timeout coming up from Coach Callie Topolsky, but another service error for Calumet, their fourth of the set, and they're down by 4. It's Keel this time who recorded the error. Who knows what could have happened if those errors did not occur. Adams with the serve. Back foot Aguirre, cannot get enough power on it, tipped over by Mash. Aguirre tips it over, but it goes out of play, and IU South Bend can sense their first set win, 23-18. Matthias, Essence Keel, Camino with another Hail Mary, and it hits the ceiling, and it's 24-18. They just mentioned how this is actually Andrea Matthias's 500th career game, so she's got a ton of experience under her belt. She's a senior. What a career that she had and that she is having right now in her final 4 games. Set point for IU South Bend. Van Domelen's got to keep this alive. It's blocked at the net, kept up by CCSJ. Matthias has to send it over. There's an opportunity to end the set. Camino keeps it up on Grott's attempt, and Riley Grott with the kill to end the first set. And IU South Bend wins it 25-18 and goes up 1-0. The lead for IU South Bend will be back for the second half right after this on JEDTV.